everybody. This is Camille Essig. I'm the host of the Speaker Podcast. Welcome to my channel. I am working more and harder to do more of these sit-down chats with you. Call them Convos with Cam, and just a chit chat with you. I know I do a lot of podcasting and interviewing, but I've had a lot of people DM me, message me, text me, email me, wanted to know more about me or my views on certain things. So guys, bear with me. This is new for me because I do really well, like, in a conversation setting, but the one-on-one with just me and the camera of you guys, I'm not even gonna lie, it's something I have to work on. So just bear with me. Before we get started, I would just ask you to support by hitting the notification bell right there. And you can also catch merchandise right here on my website. I have some other things coming up, which I'll announce later on. You guys know that tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, I'm hosting a Black fatherhood panel. It's going to be an amazing discussion with professional Black men and entrepreneurs from various industries, and just to have an open discussion about their perspectives on fatherhood. And that will air here live on YouTube at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 Central Time. So be sure to let your friends know and tune in. It will be great to have you there. Over the weekend, I know a lot of people have been tweeting, commenting, sharing on social media about the passing of Regina King's son, Ian Alexander Jr. I really did not want to talk about this subject for so many reasons, just out of respect for her and her family. But over the weekend, I was reading some of the timeline, the feeds on Twitter, the threads on Twitter. And how can I put this? There were comments made about how the story was given to the public, how it was introduced to the public, how the news broke to the public. And, I get it in social media. I'm not a journalist. I guess I'm more of a video blogger / podcaster. I don't count myself as a journalist. However, I know there are people that kind of do the celebrity blog journalistic route. However, that is not my lane. But I do feel like those of us that have a microphone, that have a platform, we do have a responsibility. And please do not take what I'm saying the wrong way. I get it. People want to be first. I feel like they have to have the exclusive. However, I do feel like sometimes that power or that right to tell their own story is removed from people in the spotlight, or even just people that you know every day. And sometimes, a lot of times, I feel like we should let them tell their own story or bring the story to us and let them present the statement. Again, I do believe that, at some point the story would have came out. However, to always feel like we have to be first to tell the story or the first to report the story, is it really necessary? And that's my question to you. Do you feel like it's always necessary for people in such spaces as this to always be the first to break the news or the first to have the exclusive? My answer to that is no. I do believe that people should be able to have time to grieve and process privately without always that voyeuristic sense that's around them all the time. For those of us in these spaces, and I've been guilty of it too, however, people are people and they deserve to be treated as such with decency and privacy. I'm not a mom, I'm not a parent. I can't imagine how Miss King feels at this time. And in my heart and prayers and hugs and love and condolences goes out to Regina King and her family. However, I do feel like, regardless if you are a podcaster like myself or a video blogger or journalist, to always have to pounce on the situation, I wonder, is that always necessary? And just to allow people the time and the space to just take the news in and kind of go through that moment privately without having the world always just waiting for a response or even demanding a statement, because it's easy to say and how we would do and what we think they should do, but we're not in their shoes. And I get it. A lot of people will put celebrities on this pedestal, almost like a deity. But you have to remember they're people, And at the end of the day, they should be treated as such. And they should have the decency and the respect and the kindness and the grace to go through and process our loss just as you would or as I would. And that's just my point on it. So again, yes, the story would have eventually come out, but let's remember each other in the hard times, especially now. We're still dealing with COVID and the ramifications that's coming with that. And I think at some point we've all, if we haven't, I think we've all experienced losing someone during the last couple of years. And you have to think back, how did that make you feel? What place did that put you in? And then give that same grace to those in the limelight. So again, that is my take on the Regina King, Ian Alexander situation. Just that we remember the power of our platforms, that we walk and exercise graciously. I get it, we're on Twitter, sometimes we kiki and we get caught up in the moment. But when moments like this, dealing with loss and grief, that we exercise our humanity and not always our platform. But that's all I have to say. Again, I hope you guys continue to follow me here, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on the live for the Speaker Podcast for my Black Fatherhood panel. And thank you. Have a good day.